live, you think? So let me refresh here. There it is. Look at that. We'll do a quick sound check. Okay, we got sound. And welcome. All, one person's in so far. Welcome, whoever you are. 2 people. So we'll give a couple minutes here for people to join us. Hi, Russ. Gotta get that barrel nut out of there. It's in there. Jim, Mark, howdy. I'm trying to beat a barrel nut out. Give me 1 second here. And we'll, looks like we got some people popping in. There we go. Just got a little burr on it. Okay. How's everybody doing? Russ, Jim, Mark. We got a few people here, so welcome to the T350 show. Won't be a long show today. We're just going to talk about a couple of things here with one of our product lines, kind of an upgrade thing that has become quite popular. Seems like retros and clones are all the rage now. Everybody wants to build clones and build guns that look like other guns, and they want to build stuff that looks like old guns that aren't being produced anymore. Whether they be Vietnam era M16s, M4s, MP5s, all that kind of stuff. It seems to be quite the rage. A lot of that going on. So we're exploring that market along with a couple of our customers and doing all kinds of neat stuff there, designing up a lot of stuff and having a lot of fun doing it, actually. This is what we call our ARV handguard. So obviously MP5V being the Roman numeral for 5. So we went after we obviously we couldn't call it MP5. So we call it's the AR5, but AR5 was already a registered trademark of a different company. So we used ARV with the V being the Roman numeral for 5. And that kept us from infringing on somebody's trademark. So that we called it the ARV line. And the original design came to us from an inventor down in Tennessee named Kurt Horvath. He was the original idea guy behind the MP5. He came to us with the idea and said, hey, I had this idea for a handguard that looked like the MP5, the sloped plastic piece on an MP5, on an HK MP5 pistol. And he had a model made out of Bondo and aluminum and sent it to us, and we kind of worked with him to perfect the design and come out with something that was kind of unique and had a hidden little way of clamping the whole thing together. And then he actually sold the design to us, so we are now the sole owners of the ARV model line of products. Yeah, doing some red tag hunting, huh? That's cool. We designed this to look like I said, the MP5. Keep it nice and light. Has a hidden retention system. You can see the bolts come through from one side. You don't see them on the other. And something that we've done on the newer models is we've actually moved everything. We flip-flop this so that the standard guy, you know, when he's taking pictures of himself with his gun, he kind of always, if he's right-handed, which most people are, they hold the gun kind of like this and they take the picture, right? So we made this so that this is clean on this side and the bolts come in from the other side. So when you see this from this side, you get that nice clean look. You don't see the bolts unless, of course, you're left-handed and you're holding it like this, then you see them. But obviously we have to have the bolts in one place or the other. So we have 3 different models of this. We have the 3.5, the 4 1/4. No, 4 different models: 3.5, 4 1/4, 5, and 7-inch models. This is a 7-inch model on a 7.5-inch 5.56 standard AR with a folding stock. So it's obviously you can't shoot it like that. You have to close it, but it's a nice light, very maneuverable little gun. A lot of fun to shoot. Loud, obnoxious, noisy, but just a lot of fun a little fun range toy. Put a linear compensator on it. Gets rid of those big, huge fireballs. Still has a fireball, but it doesn't have the big, massive fireballs that are associated with that. So like I said, we have the different lengths available in that, all the way up to 7 inches, and easily our biggest seller in the handguard world. We sell more of these than any other handguard we make on the retail side of the business. Guys wanting to build ARV, MP5 type of clones. You'll see them all over Facebook. They pop up all over the place every now and then. It's kind of cool to see them popping up, and couple different companies buy these and market them on their guns. Quarter Circle 10, Palmetto State, different places buy these from us and market them on their pistols. So find these in a host of places. If you go on byoar.com this week and check these out, you're going to find a special little something. I can't use the S word, or there's certain things I can't say, or Facebook will take our videos down. But if you go to byoar.com, and you'll see there's some cool stuff happening with this line of handguards. That's all I'll say. Right? Okay. You get what I'm saying. Hopefully everybody understands. Got to speak in code or you get thrown in Facebook jail, or they take your videos down. So this is the newest version of that. This is the ARV SD. So the MP5 SD, and I know I'm going to butcher. It's German, and it's Schalzendampfer. The SD stands for Schalzendampfer something. I'm butchering the heck out of it. Do you speak German, Myra, at all? No. So again, I'm butchering it, but it stands for silent shooting, okay, which is the MP5 version with the silencer is the SD version. And they put these, they use a rubber overmold. There's a round tube that goes on there, and then there's a rubber overmold that goes over top of that. And the handguard that they have on that version is a rubber overmold. So again, we went for the look, not necessarily the exact function. It's not a rubber overmold. This is a solid aluminum handguard, but it's made to look like that MP5 SD handguard. Okay, so we are in the process of tweaking this right now. It will not be a bolt-on handguard when it goes into production. I'm not a fan of bolt-on handguards because they have to have a timed barrel nut, and this barrel nut is difficult to produce with all the drilled and tapped holes in it. We much prefer a clamp-on system. So the next version will have a very low-profile clamping lug on the bottom of it back here, and it will be a clamp-on style handguard that uses the same retaining system as this model. Okay, so everything's going to be exactly the same. It will use a smaller, lighter barrel nut, and the back side here will be drilled out for relief to get rid of some weight. The front side will be backbored to 1 5/80 inch, so these will accommodate at least up to 1.5 inch suppressor. So the whole idea is that you can shoot these things with a suppressor. And you know, you could put a 7-inch on this and still get your suppressor on there and lock it into the tri-lugs, and a couple of inches of the suppressor would be covered by the handguard, which is a look that everybody likes. I would like angled rail sections to add a slide light or a sling mount. I don't know if we could put a angled. Could you put a? Interesting thought. But then you lose the sleek sloped appearance, you know, of that MP5, which was what we were kind of going for. We have had some customers ask us about putting M-locks on the sides of this and putting Picatinny here and but it's, you know, it's one of them things where it's designed to look a certain way, and when you start doing that kind of stuff, you lose that look. But so again, you know, this version is not quite in production yet, will be very soon, and it's going to have some minor changes. We made it a lot easier to install, and we made it so that it's over the suppressor ready, and it's all going to be one piece, where this is two-piece right now. The Picatinny section bolts onto the top of the tube handguard, and when the next iteration comes out, it will be one piece. So that's the latest on the ARV line. One thing I wanted to show you guys, and you're getting the first look at it here today, is the newest model, the next generation, I guess you'll call it. Yeah, we could do them with bolt-ons. I guess that would be okay. Tapped holes in the bottom and bolting them on. We also had thought about having a where'd it go? I had one here. What'd I do with it? Oh, yeah, here we go. We took one of these micro hand stops and we cut a circular channel in it, and then having a micro hand stop that you could bolt on to the bottom of this, so that you have a micro hand stop there. So that's probably maybe in the works as well. But the Gen 2 of the ARV MP5 clone type of handguard, everybody loves that HK slap. You know, where the charging handle, the charging mechanism is up here, and when they're loading their gun, they slap the charging handle and it closes the magazine. So what I am in the process of working on, and I'm hoping that the pictures will do it justice. We've not prototyped it yet. We haven't made the first one, but you can see I am working on a side charge ARV handguard, and that will give you the ability to slap your MP5 clone closed. So, yeah. Now, obviously, these are going to be for blowback pistol versions only, because that's where the gas tube would go on a 5.56. So these will be, 9mm, 45, those kind of caliber guns in the short barrel configuration. That's what this handguard will be exclusively for. So look for that coming real soon. We got a couple of our customers that are real excited about that, and that will be non-reciprocating. Yeah, 22. Yep, it would work for a 22. And that will, like I said, will be non-reciprocating. So when the handle's in the forward position, it will be trapped by a small detent ball set screw right there that will lock into the round channel cut into the charging rod. So when it comes forward, the ball will detent into the groove and it'll be trapped. So easy to pull back, but it won't come back and forth with the action of the rifle. Non-reciprocating, side charging ARV that's going to allow you to do the HK slap. So in the works, coming soon. I've got some parts coming in from a customer so that I can verify some different lengths, and we will begin the prototyping process of that product. So really excited about where this line of products is heading, and about how well they're doing in the marketplace. A lot of buzz around these. Everybody talks about them. Every time I see them pop up online, everybody's like, hey, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? So yeah, right. Small 22 build, be great for that. 9mm, be great for that. And everybody loves side charging, right? And especially like, you get you put, I mean, it's not so bad with these pistols because you're usually using red dots or iron sights, but a standard charging handle, obviously you get a scope up here or something and you end up having to try to reach underneath here to hit the charging handle, where if it's, right here, right, you can, makes it, you do your reload and, you can do everything. You're not having to move hands around, right? Everything is, you can, so it won't have last round bolt hold open because you have to pull the charging handle back and move it up to lock it in. So there won't be last round bolt hold open on that. The bolt itself may hold back, but the charging handle is not going to come back. So you have to bring the charging handle back manually on that. But on the initial load, you can do that HK slap, right? And bring it back, lock it in, and then load your magazine and give it the slap. So we're really looking forward to that, as are some of our customers. And again, go on to byoar.com this week and check out the line of ARVs, and you'll see there's some cool stuff happening there. Yeah, small trade-off for the HK slap, right? You do have to do it manually, at least pull the charging handle back manually. And it's just a small, it's about a 27 degree flip when you come back, and it's got a hook. It's designed with a hook right there for your finger. So you grab a hold of it, your finger hooks in, and then you can just, whether you grab underneath and lift up, however you is comfortable for you, but it's a small, and then there's a channel cut into the handguard so that when it locks in, it comes forward and it's over a little rise, but the rise is rounded so that you can easily just smack the handle and it goes right over the rounded area and bam, closes. So I'm hoping we designed it properly. We'll know after we make the first couple and test them out. So that's our ARV line. We are always, and a lot of this stuff, this came to us as an idea from one of our customers. He said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you guys could make a handguard that has that MP5 SD look? You could make that. That would look cool. And I was like, that is pretty cool. Thought that was a neat idea. So, hey, if you're, if there's something out there you think would be cool, and we're obviously open to ideas and bringing new stuff, cool stuff to market. That's kind of become our little niche, if you will. So, yeah, this is my 9mm with the Odin Works brace. Cool little gun. A lot of fun to shoot. So you couldn't, now it wouldn't be a last round bolt hold open because you wouldn't want the bolt held open by that and that. So it would have to be a manual lock back and then you unlock it manually. So it wouldn't have last round bolt hold open. But again, like he said, small trade off to pay for to be able to do the HK slap. So that's our ARV line. Again, let us know if you can think of something that would look cool to add to that. Always a lot of cool stuff out there. I don't know all the stuff that's out there, but I know quite a bit of it. But we're always looking to add new stuff and cool stuff to the lineup. So let us know if you see anything out there or you own something that we could incorporate into that line. Yeah. The standard ARV, and this is going to be the ARV SD. So be watching for this. This will be coming here real soon. We've got the final design set for this. We're just waiting to get it into a machine and prototype it. And then once we prototype it and see that everything's good to go, it'll be in production. And we're going to have 5, 7, and a 9.5-inch version on that for the 8-inch, 9-inch barrels. And these currently are not relieved for a gas tube, so these would be blowback only. But with the 1.5-inch back bore and the channel cut through the small barrel nut area, these will be direct impingement compatible. So you can put these on 5.56, just like with the standard ARV. And you can then, like the 9-inch version will fit real cool on a 10.5-inch AR pistol. So we like to try to make the products all universal so that they'll fit either or, but obviously the side charge, we just can't do that because there's no place for a gas tube once you put the side charger in the handguard. So, like I said, quick show today. Wasn't a whole lot to go over. Just wanted to kind of introduce you to that line of products and tell you what was coming and what we got going on, and show you a little teaser of our side charge ARV. Coming soon. How'd the guy say it? Coming soon to a theater near you. So, I appreciate everybody joining me. Be back next week to talk some more about something about guns, I'm sure. It's kind of what we do here. Yeah, something unique for a 12.5-inch barrel, 5.56, a 9-inch. You'd have a few inches sticking out. But I'm a big fan of a handguard that covers almost all of the barrel. I always like my handguard to cover, whether it's the 7-inch or a 15-inch, 16-inch rifle. I always like a 15-inch handguard. I just like the look of a handguard that fully covers a barrel. It's just personal preference. It's all up to you. Some guys like a 10 to 13-inch handguard. The added weight. You take a few ounces off by adding a shorter handguard, and you really don't need the long handguard unless you're a guy that really likes to grab out way forward to stabilize the barrel of the gun. But I'm not. I'm a guy that grabs mid down a handguard anyway, right? I'm grabbing back here in the middle. So I don't need all of that out there. I just like the way it looks. So for me, it's a looks thing, and I don't mind a couple of extra ounces for the look. Yeah, and it gets your front sight out there further and gives you better sight radius. That's right, Russ. It does. So I think that's all I got this week. Like I said, it was going to be a short show. Just wanted to tease everybody with what we got going on here and start generating some buzz on this new line of SD and the side charge ARV that we got coming out. So appreciate everybody joining me. We'll see y'all next week. Remember, you don't have to be an expert to build your own AR, to upgrade it or maintain it. We're here to help you do that. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks.